Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning with Sal. Operative word on the good. Okay. It's morning just 'cause it's morning. I would say it was good night with Sal, but it's not. Because I'm just getting up. I'm having my coffee. And I figured it was a good time to start spreading some happiness, some joy. Light this little cup of coffee. Yeah. So I figure I'm going to start doing daily installments with my morning coffee, and now like a little morning chat session. And I think it's important to start good, and then your day can transition to great. Now you might start good and dip down a little bit, say the train's late, say there's lots of crowded people, someone just whacks you with their bag, you know, that kind of thing. But you can always come back to good and have that be your starting point. I think that's really important. And then you can escalate to great. And I think it's important in life to always go towards that end, to have a great, positive, happy, joyous life. Because life is too short to be miserable. And everything is temporary. So even if something seems really bad, it really is only temporary. And it's really our minds that make that decision. We think, oh, because we've told ourselves that things are bad, or things are never going to get better, or there's no way out of this situation. We've told ourselves. Our mind is so powerful. But it's also, I think, dissected. There is, clearly, there's people who have talked about the id, the ego, and the superego, and I think that's really true. For me, I feel like there's always a voice that's telling me, oh, you've worked out so hard. You know what, just take today off. You know, you don't need to work out today. Or, you don't need to go to that audition. You've been working really hard. Once, yes. 2, 3 days in a row, weeks on end, not good. You have to remember what you're here for, especially in New York City, and I know a lot of people I'm speaking to are actors, but I think it applies to life in general. Wanting to lose weight and have our best physical body, our most healthy, our most strong, our most firm body is also a desire for many people. And we have to realize that there are things that are counterproductive in our minds, and we have to literally wage a little war and talk to that part of our mind that's like, I call it my lazy part of mind, because, that's just simple. There is that lazy, indulgent part of my mind that's like, yeah, go ahead and eat 5 cookies, for every meal. But I have to go, what do I want? And how am I going to get there? And that part of my mind is my productive mind. My mind that's going to help me accomplish things. And I have to listen to that part, because that part's always there. It's not always as loud as the, hey, sleep in until 1, and then just go, have a McDonald's, and supersize it. It's not as loud for some reason. But I feel like it's the one that's going to get me what I want. And I think that's what's really important, is learning how to listen to what we want. I think in the future, Good Morning with Sal, I will have a little bit more of a focus, but today I had an impulse which I'm following, and I'm going to continue to go with that impulse, and then things will become more clear. But I feel like, you know what, you got to start somewhere, and even if it's a little sloppy, who cares? But you got to start. You got to put that energy out there. And yeah, I think I'm going to start with that. So, let's start by putting good energy out into the world, starting with ourselves, and feeling good about ourselves. Because it's one thing to go, oh, hey, how you doing? What's going on? But that's external. That's good. That's a start. But I think we have to start inside and feel good about ourselves. And even if it feels silly, saying things like, you're beautiful, Sal, or I am beautiful, me, things like that. I am smart, me, starting your day by that and really feeling how good it feels to love yourself. Because I think when you love yourself, it's easier to love others and to forgive others, because you don't rely on them for your happiness. I'm going to end with that because that was pretty deep. But there will be more installments of Good Morning with Sal. Alright, talk to you later.